Okay, hi everybody. My favorite public speaker is Jeffrey Gitomer. I've talked about him in the past. I've sent out emails regarding him and how much he's done for me personally. He's a speaker who speaks about sales, positive attitude, and just being a better person in general. He writes a lot of books. Specifically, he writes the Red Book of Selling, Little Red Book of Selling. That's his most popular book. It's been on the New York bestseller list years and years for a long time for business books. And he's written dozens of other books, at least 10 other books about business in general, or just about everything you really need to know of business without looking at the numbers. And when you see a lot of these books and a lot of speakers in general, you see a lot of fluff in what they do. You'll have a 400-page book, but only about 50 pages are relevant, and the rest is just storytelling and just a bunch of BS. He takes that all out, and usually his book is about 100 pages. It's really easy to read and understand. You can put it in front of anybody, and they'd be able to relate to it and understand what he's trying to say from it. So if you guys do plan on, you write it down. I definitely check them online. I've actually sent emails out to my fundraising team specifically saying, check this guy out. He's great because he's done a lot for me personally, because I've been in a sales job for like 4 or 5 years myself, and he does a lot for anybody who wants to be motivated. He helps you out with motivation. His Little Red Book of Selling is all about selling. He also has books about like networking, how to get yourself in front of the right people, and he always does it a little bit different than everybody else. One of the main quotes that he told me that's a little bit of a spin-off of what everybody else says about interviewing, and it's great because everybody says when you're looking for a job, it's about who you know, right? You guys have heard that. It's like it's all about like it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And he said that doesn't matter about who you know. It matters who knows you. So if you know somebody but they don't know who you are, then it's pretty much it's pointless. It's okay. I know of this person, but that doesn't mean they'll hire me. But if they know me and they have me in mind when they're going through their resumes, when they're going through the interview process, they're going to think about me again when it's time to hire me or that it's time to make the sale. That's something that stands out with me, is that he always spins off of what's popular and makes it better, because these things are really important. So he writes networking books, he writes a book about positive attitude, he writes a lot of good books. He actually just, about 6 months ago, he's actually came out with a book about social networking. That's a huge book, and he's also come out with a book on leadership that I've read also. So he's my favorite author. Look him up online. I've seen him live before, and he's great. He's like a great public speaker, and he's a little bit different. Everybody, like with a lot of these speakers, you see they go up there and you feel like a certain power from them, and it's almost like you can't actually. It's when I see Obama speak, he's one of the best public speakers I've seen, but it's feel like I can't relate to him as a person, because I feel like when he does talk, he doesn't make eye contact. He looks above everybody. When he speaks, he looks up into the sky like he's speaking down to the people. So that might be just like a negative point of view that I have, but that's just something that I see, is that he says it to the people in general, but not to the people directly. And that's something that I see Jeffrey Gitomer do, is that when he talks to people, he'll talk directly to the crowd, he'll talk with the crowd directly. I mean, maybe it's because he's a president that he can't really talk directly to people face to face, but that's something I really enjoyed about him, and that's why he's great to me. Cool.